Wow. Just as I was coming out of Walmart, the bottom fell out.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It is Sunday. I'm in my car. The winter weather is supposed to have hit, but I don't think it's made it down this far. It's cold though. Like I said, I've already got my shopping, but the first one I got, I rejected or declined it. It's just a $16 for 12 miles. And I said, nah. So I took the risk and then rejected that one. And then after a few minutes, several popped up and kind of took the first one. And the first one, let me see here. Yeah, $22.88 for 1.4 miles. And I looked at it and it's only like 24 items. So yeah, we'll take that. So, all right, on to Walmart, and then the shopping, and then the customer. So, see you in a little bit. Well, that little shopping order came to a little surprise. I just delivered to one of my DoorDash customers. And it's to an apartment complex near Walmart. I've delivered to that particular apartment many times because I recognize they have a Ring doorbell and something like that. So, yeah, that sounds familiar, sure enough. So I have a repeat DoorDash Walmart customer. So yeah, I had, just as I finished, completing the order and got in my car, then I was offered a pickup, for 3 drop-offs, $17 for 14 miles. And I said, no, I'm not doing pickups here. And even if I was, not for that amount. So anyhow, so yeah. Oh, here we go. Shopping for 14, no. No. Yeah, so all right, I'll try that one. Shopping $20 for 12 miles. Says it's going to take 27 minutes. Like I said, this is morning. Yeah, 3 items. Yeah, I'll take that. Going out to Lincoln, but yeah, I'll take that. 3 items. As a little bonus. So $20 for 13. Was it 13 miles or? Okay, let me see. Oh, let me go back. Yeah, 12.9 miles. So it takes 27 minutes. So yeah, I'll take that. Bixby. Take screenshot. So yeah, it's kind of rare for me to get a second shopping in the morning. But 3 popped up, and that was the best of the 3. So, but I said, just almost double dollar over the miles, but yeah, I take that. So anyway, let's go back to Walmart and do some shopping and on to the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that super small delivery. It was 4 items, actually 2. Patty LaBelle family size sweet potato pie and a big 100 count of Keurig coffee pod, great value. The other 2 items were bags. But it brought me out to Lincoln to a subdivision I've been to many times before, both as this is the first time I think it's a Spark. But I've been out here many times as DoorDasher, and Google Maps has improved because the first few times I came out here, it would stop at the entrance of the subdivision, and the very first time I came out here, it took me to the wrong house because that's all it knew, and the first customer was a DoorDash, and it was like 15 houses down on the road. But they're building a brand new subdivision over here. In fact, I can tell they've added some new power poles in here. This one's going to be big too. And they're also finishing up on this side too, some smaller houses. But yeah, this is, they've already started another one right here. Looks like the same company that built the one I just went into is building this one over here. So this whole area is being cleared out for subdivisions. But this time Google Maps took me directly to the house. So it looks like they finally improved the coordinates. And so I didn't have to it didn't stop me at the entrance of the subdivision. I was able to, go around and follow directions. So anyhow, that was a quick and easy one. So according to the app, Walmart is still hot. So let's go make our way back. So hopefully we can get another shopping one. I'm not doing pickups here. In fact, a pickup popped up, like I mentioned before. Even if I was doing pickup here, it was bad. Let me do a refresh on the app. Let's see if it still says. Come on. There we go. Yeah, Walmart's not hot anymore. The gauge, tells you if it's busy or not. It's delayed. So anyway, well, let's head on back home, so to speak. Drive by Walmart, see if we pick up something. If not, we'll wait. I'll wait till 9 o'clock. Get me some an early something to eat, and then I'll head over to Anniston. As far as the winter storm, it's only 47 degrees here. It's going to get cold. The coldness will finally come this following week, all week and longer. It's going to be freezing, below freezing every night this coming week. So yeah, it's going to be cold, which to me I think is good because it kill the bugs, the bad bugs that are in the ground, like the fleas and ticks. Especially the fleas and those little centipedes that keep infesting my basement every summer. So anyhow, let's head back, see if we can get another order. If not, we'll wait a while, get something to eat, and then we'll head to Anniston. So let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, 9 o'clock came around, had a few pickup offers here. Like I said, I'm not doing pickups anymore. So quickly got me something to eat, and it's now 9:30. Heading over to Anniston and see if I can start getting pickups and offers over there. So, see you in a little bit. Wow. Just as I was coming out of Walmart, the bottom fell out. I am soaked to the bone. Everything's wet. Oh man. Come on. Yeah, I'm here in Jacksonville. I'm past this campus. I'm north of Jacksonville, and drove right by the campus. The old part hasn't changed. The library has changed and all that, but then you go a little bit just on the other side of the main entrance there. They've got a couple more new buildings. But yeah, I don't know how this is going to work out. Yeah, I mean everything's. I'm soaked. I did not use the body cam because it's just like, I think I really did see an old man in a boat full of animals just a minute ago. Yeah, it's I don't know if you can hear it on the video of how hard the rain is hitting. So yeah, this is interesting. I may have to move further south. I gotta check the weather pattern, see what's going on, because I'm not gonna really be hanging around here. So anyway, I'm gonna pull over, figure out what's going on with the weather-wise, and if I'm gonna be honest, if it's like this everywhere, because I'm on the east, since I moved further east, I'm closer to the storm system. If they mentioned that the storm could flip back west to the east side of Alabama, and that's where I'm at. So, gonna get up to a safe spot, pull over, and check my options. So let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, I pulled over and I looked at the weather map. The whole state is covered in rain. So I just now picked up a double shopping here at Jacksonville. Includes a big ass bag of dog food. But I'm going to stick around, and since I'm going to stick around in Jacksonville because I got that incentive for the next 2 days, if I make a minimum amount, there's it's a good bonus. So anyway, let's go shopping and then a double drop off. So see you in a little bit. Well, I just delivered that shopping order. The last one was only 3 items, and one of them was a 46-pound bag of dog food. I did that yesterday, and I learned my lesson how to load that on the cart. But yeah, it's just a heavy, steady downpour. It doesn't matter where I'm at, whether here, looking at the weather radar, whether it's Pell City, here, Jacksonville, Oxford, this is the winter storm. If it was any colder, we would have ice. Fortunately, it's 51, but it's just a miserable day. So, making my way back to Jacksonville. It's kind of awkward, to see the school buildings that I took my courses in. Now, I was a software engineer. I took computer classes, and most of those were in the main hall, the main building, the main administrative building back then, on one of the hallways. And then I saw the where the cafeteria is, still there. Of course, the library. Jacksonville's famous for their library. It's like a 20-story tall building in the middle of the campus, the Houston Cole Library. Spent many time in there studying. And of course, right near there is where all the other buildings that I took for science, computer science courses. So yeah, a little strange. No, the campus hasn't changed that much, except the newer buildings. On the main road, it really hasn't changed, but there were some newer buildings beyond the main halls. And I'm sure there are some new buildings on either side that I can't see from the road. So I'm making my way back to Jacksonville. Well, since I'm out here and since I'm going to rain, I'll do the one where I can get an incentive if I can get it. Let's see, it's the incentive about, if you get 11. Let me double check it. Oh, if I get 15 trips from Jacksonville between now and the 28th. It started yesterday, so it goes to the 28th. If I can get 15 trips in, I make an extra $80. If I get an extra 21, if I do 21 trips, I get an extra $111. So I'll also stay around Jacksonville while I'm out here. So that probably maybe I may forego my day off tomorrow and come out here, Spark on Monday, and just come out to Jacksonville and just hang around there and see what happens. So, 80 bucks and 111 bucks. That's a lot of money. So, anyway, head back to the Jacksonville Walmart and see if I can get another order. See you in a little bit. Oh, just as I got close to Jacksonville, I got a pickup. And it's going to be interesting in the rain here. $27.79 for 15 miles, but it's 3 drop-offs. So I'm heading to the pickup area. This is going to be the first for me. We'll see what happens. So we'll get started here. So I'll see you in a little bit. Well, I made the final drop-off, and I wind up back in Anniston on Fort McClellan at the assisted living buildings. except this time I'm at the second building. And the second building is a little different than the first one. The first one, this isn't the folks there are a little bit more capable of living on their own. And so they don't have, people watching the doors and all of that. So it's all, you have to type in their number to let you people in. This one, the right next to it, that assisted living has 24-hour staff, and they have staff everywhere. That is the more assisted living that requires 24-hour care, and I can see in there in some of the rooms there are hospital beds and stuff like that. The lady that I met the first time, she just had like a normal apartment. She had a kitchen, she was able to move around, and she had a little bit. Of course, there was a little bedroom and a little living room and all that. So she had everything. So, yeah, and I talked to the staff, and sure enough, I was right. Those two buildings used to be apartments for military personnel that were out here, singles. They don't have families. This was their apartments. So either and also, they're here on temporary duty, TDY. So they had that was apartments for single soldiers, most likely NCOs and officers. So I am back on Summerall Gate Road. Over here is the parade ground that my dad had his retirement ceremony. Over here is the church that I mentioned before. So I am actually I'm going to drive by Anniston, but I'm heading back to Jacksonville to get orders, because according to this, Jacksonville's red hot and Anniston's yellow. So trying to get more incentives. But yeah, that dropped me off first to the first drop off, and I apologize, I'm not wearing my body cam because it's pouring down rain and don't want to get the camera ruined. But the first drop off was right next to Jacksonville High School, and that area out there is very nice subdivision, and out there. And then from there, it took me to Weaver. And in fact, and I started going to say, oh, all right. And I started recognizing the roads. Man, I've been here before. Recently, from the Spark deliveries. And then come to find out, I drove right by my parents' neighborhood on over to here. And I kind of suspicious when I saw the thing, assisted living on McClellan, in McClellan. So, okay, I wonder what it is. So sure enough, it's the second building. So it's the McClellan Assisted Living. There they have staff, 24-hour staff. And the other one is, I think, Casey is living. And those people are more. That's where I thought I had to dial in number like I did last time. But no, they walked right in. I knocked on the door several times because I was hoping, maybe I needed to bring the food in. But there was a gentleman on that floor that I talked to. He was going to take care of it because there was a 24 can case of Coke Zeros, and I told her she would need some assistance with that. Looks like she had her door all decorated, including a picture of, I assume it's her, in a marching band uniform. So. It was all decked out, very nice, like you have your own front door decorated, at your own house. So I guess just a little bit of something of home to make you feel at home. But so yeah, so now I'm driving by the Anniston Walmart, but I'm going to stay on this road and head on to Jacksonville. Jacksonville will turn yellow now, but the thing is, it's wet. It's just not hard, steady rain. When that first storm came in, the first thing it was like, boom, that enough to wash the gullies and gutters out of your house. I mean, it just like boom. And then, but now it's just a steady rain. It's not cold. It's only 50 degrees, which is good. I can handle this. But I can tell you what, I'm going home. I'm going to soak in the tub. No, not going to do that. I'm not doing anything in Anniston. Sorry. I'm heading to Jacksonville and going and get the incentives there. Besides, it wasn't that good either. But yeah, but this cold front's coming in, and then this once this passes, it's going to be cold. I might have to revert to wearing my heavy jacket while I spark. I don't know if I'm going to do DoorDash next week. Also, depends. I would. Tuesday was very short. I only sparked in the morning, so I didn't get. I was going to try to see how sparking every day that see how that works out. But I will tell you, I do enjoy. I enjoy door dashing. I think I'll try it again. I'll do it again, but this time I'm going to not worry about platinum anymore. I'll just screw it. Since I hadn't sparked, or since I haven't dashed this week, I lost my points. I'm really deep in gold tier now. So if that's the case, then I'm not going to worry about acceptance rate and just go pick stuff that's double dollars over miles, and it has to be over a certain dollar amount for me to even consider. But yeah, this is just a miserable day. As you can see probably from the dash cam that's going to be included in the video. This sparking in the winter storm. But luckily for us, the cold hasn't come this far south yet with a snowstorm and all that, but it's going to get cold. So, anyway, let's head to Jacksonville. Hopefully pick up another order. I'm trying to build up those incentives there, numbers. I may come here tomorrow. It depends. I have to look and see what's the average number of trips and see if I can do that. So anyway, let's head to Jacksonville and see what we can get. See you in a little bit. I just picked up a small little pickup, $13.13 for 0.9 miles. So shouldn't take too long, hopefully. One drop off. Start the trip. Oh, I gotta wait 4 minutes. So, yeah, this hopefully will work for my incentive. So, all right, waiting for the pickup. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped that off. It was just one drop off. It's right here in the neighborhood where Jacksonville High School is, and it's only half a mile from Walmart. And I just picked up it's a small shopping, $14 for 9 miles. But like I said, I'm trying to get that incentive for over the next few days to get that extra $80, or even better, $111 if I can get that. So, but this is small shopping. Let's see here how many items. 3 items and a pharmacy pickup. That's not very much. So, but it gets towards my incentive. So, and it won't take very long. So, back to Walmart, which is right over there, and we'll see you in a little bit. Well, I just finished that drop off. All it was pharmacy and a pickup. 2 medicines and 1 disinfectant spray can. But boy, the confirmation system was long. Not only did I have to, verify myself before I start the pickup, or I get the pickup, and it took a while because one of the medicines they had to mix together or do something. And then, so I finally got it. I had to go shopping, go all the way to the household cleaner and get the disinfectant spray. Come back, check out. Drove all the way up here. I'm here in Alexandria. So I had to scan the pharmacy items. Went to the customer. The customer had to sign. After that, then I had to get a confirmation code for the disinfectant spray. And poor guy, it was the husband. He said, "Oh, my wife does all this." So I had to get a confirmation code from me. He had to go to his wife's phone to get that. All that for two pharmacy items and one disinfectant spray. So yeah. So making my way back to Jacksonville. The rain has lessened up a bit. Still a little, still warm, 51, 52 degrees. So I got about an hour and 15 minutes left. I'm hoping maybe get two more orders out of Jacksonville. I just find it funny. So anyhow, let's head back to Jacksonville and see if we can get another order. So see you in a little bit. Oh, after a long wait, I finally got a shopping order. I got 30 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. Like this will probably be the last thing I do for today. So let's go ahead and do the shopping and make the delivery. So see you in a little bit. Well, that's it for me today. The shopping order brought me all the way back to Anniston, to a neighborhood that's right behind my parents' neighborhood. So I'm practically, halfway home. Yeah, I just gotta go down there and hit the interstate. But yeah, I did all my deliveries or trips out of Jacksonville because I originally first went to Anniston, but I sat there for about 30 minutes. Nothing going on, and then I noticed one in Jacksonville was yellow, and then that's when I found the incentive that started yesterday, and it ends on Wednesday. If you get 15 trips, you get $80 bonus. If you do 21 trips, it's $111 bonus. So I think I could still take tomorrow off and just do Spark Tuesday and Wednesday. And I think I can get the 15 incentive. Let's see what what the notification says. What am I qualified for so far? Yeah. The first thing, shopping, I come in and I got soaked. Okay. I got 6 trips eligible, so I just need 9 more. I think I can do. I think I can do the 15 and get the $80 bonus. I'll just, instead of coming to Anniston, I'll just come to Jacksonville right away. So, whew, man, working through the rain. Glad I had this particular jacket. It's not my heaviest jacket, but it's more of a rain. It's thicker, but it's got rain. But it had a hood on it, so it helped protect my head a little bit better. But yeah, it was a long day. I did the one shopping this morning. Didn't get anything else afterwards. Got the same thing, pickups, and I canceled those. I don't think no, I'd take that back. I did reject a trip from Anniston as I was driving by Anniston. Made a trip back to the retirement home, assisted living on Fort McClellan. This time I went to the other building instead of the original building I went to. And it confirmed my remembrance of those buildings were, apartment. It's kind of like they kind of look like hotels, high-rise hotels. Floors with rooms in each one, but each room, in that particular one, each room had just looked like just a bedroom, bath, and kitchen. The other one had a little slightly better, had a kitchen, living room, and you could tell it has to be a bedroom, bathroom inside. So anyhow, yeah. it's still up in the air if I'm going to spark tomorrow, but I'm planning not to because I need, even though I took a break Saturday, this I need 2 days, and I think my wife may need my help tomorrow. But yeah, it's working through a storm. Even though we didn't have the coldness, if the cold went further, we would have been in the ice storm. Yeah, and I, like I said, when I started at 10 o'clock, I came in and looked in. I looked up a weather map on the phone. The entire state was covered in rain. So now it has stopped raining. And like I said, I apologize for not having body cam footage. But when it's pouring down rain, I don't want to ruin the camera. Even though it's supposed to be water resistant, not heavy downpour. But yeah, so gonna go home. Get out of these wet clothes, I think I'm gonna go sit in a soaking hot tub, in a hot tub tonight. We have a walk-in tub. My wife's handicapped, and so I get to soak in the water for a little bit. But yeah, it's a long day. So gonna head home. And then I'll give a summary of the day and see how this works. So, see you in a little bit. Well, finally made it back home. Yeah, even though the rain had stopped in the Jacksonville, Anniston area, it still hadn't stopped around the Pell City area. And so, whew, man, what a long, wet day. So, yeah, lots of interest today. So, let's go ahead and give a summary of what happened today. I think I did 6 trips according to the incentive. And not too bad. Look at this. I did, so the daily confirmed earnings is $94.91. The unconfirmed daily tips is $72.35. So that's, that's what, almost $150. So yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, so then I'm going to take tomorrow off. But I think what I'm going to do, instead of sparking in the morning here, I think I may get up early, take a lunch with me, and head to Jacksonville Tuesday morning at 6 o'clock and start sparking from there, and see if I can get at least the 15 trips, or at least 9 more trips to get that incentive. So yeah, that was interesting. I will tell you this. I'm always impressed with the Jacksonville Walmart. You get a sneak peek. I can see their pickup area where they do all the work. It's huge. The one in Pell City is tiny. That's probably the reason why they're having problems. Also, they have a dedicated Spark and Scan and Go line. All the registers, they're all off the side, and it is quick and easy to use. I was impressed with that, and it's not as busy. The Jacksonville Walmart is about the same size as Pell City, at least based on what I'm seeing. But I can tell you what, Pell City needs some upgrades. They're still using the old signage of aisle and stuff like that. The Oxford and the Jacksonville have new signage that helps a lot easier to see the aisle numbers. So yeah, well, hope you enjoyed coming on this wet adventure with me. If you liked the video, I urge you to select like. If you enjoy what you're seeing, I urge you to subscribe to the channel to see my further adventures and misadventures. Today is Sunday, so as of this recording, the next thing I'll do, when this video gets published, the next video up there will be the summary of the week, which includes a more detailed, a recap of the week and a more detailed breakdown of my numbers of mileage and earnings. So in order to see that, you have to be a member of the club. So I urge you to join if you want to see that. Plus you get other benefits. You get to get special emojis and special markings on your name when you do comments. It only costs 99 cents a month unless you're using an iPhone and going through the iPhone YouTube app. Then it costs $1.49 a month. Apple needs their cut. If you're interested in the equipment that I use, each video I do has a link to my kit website that shows you all the items I've used, from my DoorDash bags to the straws I bought, all the way up to the equipment that I use, the cameras and stuff like that. So they're all links are there to Amazon. And then if you're interested in my clothing, I have a clothing store attached to the YouTube channel. Go to the link to see all the items. The YouTube channel only shows up certain sizes. So I'll only show the Spark driver stuff and the Dasher driver stuff, the shirts and the hats, because I only have a limited number of spaces to show items. But you can click on the link and you can see all the inventory that's available. So anyway, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to get out of these wet clothes and do some and put them in the laundry. Get something to eat. I'm probably going to soak in the tub tonight because gotta get the chills. So anyway, so we will do this again probably Tuesday. So until then, we will see you later. Bye.